Hello everyone, let's start with the series Roadmap to Become Competitive Programmer 5 star. So in this video I'll be explaining you the problem minimum number of flips. Chef has array A of length n consisting of 1 and minus 1 only. In one operation, Chef can choose any index I which is from 1 to n. It is basically 1 based indexing and multiply the element A of I by minus 1. Okay, in one operation he chooses one index I and basically reverse its value because we have 1 and minus 1 only. If you try to multiply it by minus 1, it changes its sign. So find a minimum number of operations required to make the sum of the array equal to 0. Output minus 1 if the sum of the array cannot be made 0. Okay, so we have input format, first line contains integer t, the number of test cases. So we have t, and for every test case we have integer n denoting the length of the array, and I will not using vector array. On the go I'll be solving it. So let me tell you how. They have given 4 test cases. In first test case we have 4 1 1 1 1. So n is 4 and all the array elements are 1. So in order to make this array sum as 0, so what you will do, you have 1 and this is again 1, so you will try to take this minus. Now operation you will be using index, since this is 1 based indexing they have said, so you will choose index this one and multiply the element with minus 1, right? So you have got this. Now what you will do, again in the same you will check it, it is 0, this is 1 and this is minus 1. This is 1, so it is you're getting 2. Try to apply this operation. Whenever you get sum greater than 0, try to apply this operation. So if you try to apply here uh, operation, so it will be minus 1, and if you see this is 0 and this is 0 and overall 0 because 2 sums are positive, 2 sums are negative, so it is 0. And what they've said is, if you are not able to make sum as 0, in that case you'll have to return minus 1. So let's try to figure it out what the case would look like. So one hint is that the number of elements in the array will be odd elements. So 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 1. Let me take second example. N is 5. So 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 1. So these are elements, and if you see, this sum will be 0 because 2 and negative of 2 is 0. But one element we don't have any other element in such that we should will be getting minus. 0 is the answer. We don't have any element. Your answer should be 0, so that you are looking for minus 1. Let's say it was something like minus, so you would be looking for plus 1 to make it 0. So in case of negative elements, not negative, odd elements, so in that case your answer will be minus 1 because you are not able to make the sum as 0, right? So you have understood. I think let's try to solve the third one. The third one we have is 1 minus 1 minus 1, okay, 6 basically, okay. N is 6, we have 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 1 1. So in order to make all the elements as 0, you will be basically counting how many ones are there, how many minus ones are there. So one count, it is like how many you have, 1 2 3 4, 4 counts you have. Minus 1 count, how many you have, 1 comma 2, so 2 counts you have. So if you try to take no difference between these two, you will be getting answer is 2, right? Difference. Why I am taking difference? Because since in this case 2 is minus count is lesser, So these two minus count, if you try to take plus 2 count, uh, these two minus 2 count and the plus 2 count will get cancelled. So this will be get cancelled, and the remaining is like the difference, which is 2. And in this case, since it will be either negative or positive, so you will be using one operation to make the array element as 0. So difference whatever you have, your answer will be difference by 2, which is 1. So in this case, if you see, if you try to put this as minus, so again it is 0. So you are using only one operation, right? So in this case we'll have to solve it. So just let me try to code it up. What I'll be doing is I'll take int count 1 as 0, count minus 1 as 0. So as I said, let me take one temp variable in order to take all the one by one the values. I'll be taking temp. So I'll be not taking any vectors array. So I'll be comparing if temp is equals to 1, which means we have count of 1, else obviously, because since arrays have only 1 or minus 1, so it will be count of minus 1 plus plus. And as I said, we'll have to take difference. So it is like count of 1 minus count of minus 1, and at the end you have to display difference by 2. Let's try to run it. We should be getting 2 minus 1 1 0. We are getting 2 0 1 0. Okay, let's try to find out where are we missing. Okay, this is fine. Okay, understood. So for this case we are getting, for rest of the case it is correct, 2 1 0, and for this case we'll have to handle. So we'll have to check if n modulo 2 is odd number, so in that case your answer will be minus 1, else your answer is this thing. Let's try to run it, and we are getting 2 minus 1 1 0. Let's try to submit it. So yeah, it got accepted. So I think you guys got to know how to solve this. Basically you had to count the ones and minus ones, and you have to take the difference in order to cancel the value, and the difference value gives you that means number of ones or minus ones are extra. So in order to make that as 0 element, you'll have to, among the remaining minus ones or ones, you'll have to take the opposite elements, either 1 or minus 1, and which will be by half of that remaining ones, difference by 2. And whenever n is odd, so you'll have to display minus 1, because in that case you'll not be able to achieve some of the array element as 0. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video.